second. I start with Sefer Chofetz Chaim. Big topic is the same. So Ella's relationships, right? So very interesting relationships. So today's topic is vital information, and it says as follows: one who knows Shiur, who knows over Shiur in making and has a negative information about one of the parties, has a responsibility in certain cases to offer the information without waiting to be asked. So that's the case when we left for later, right? So nobody is asking you, but you know that this guy is a drug user, so this woman is very abusive. She's not there. I mean, some psychiatric diseases, right? So we have to step up and tell them. The commandment, do not stand aside while your brother's blood is shed, Vayikra 19:16, requires one to volunteer information if he is aware that one of the party is in a proposed match has severe physical, psychological, or spiritual shortcomings, which by objective standards can be expected to interfere with the marriage, and that this information is being concealed from the other party. So how do you know this information is being concealed? It's another story. But let's say you know. So let's read again. So basically, the way I understand this case, we're talking about a very close friend or very close relative of that person. I mean, usually people do not share the health information, psychiatric status with other people. That they take medicine, this and that. So somebody is very close. So basically, a person, as we can say, had a choice to do something that is right, what Torah says. So keep quiet. So yes, she's finally somebody wants to marry this girl, or somebody will considering this guy. He's 47 years old, never been married. So maybe he's a little not there, but okay, maybe she's a nice lady. Maybe she's going to turn him around. You understand? So we have no right to do that. So let's do this piece one more time, and we're going to explain. The commandment, do not stand while your brother's blood is shed. So it's all encompassing commandment, meaning not only is in a spiritual, right, but only material. So our brother is losing something. But here is needless to say, right? Somebody is going into a relationship, and the other side is trying to conceal information, right? So this verse, do not stand aside while your brother's blood is shed, requires one to volunteer information if he is aware that one party is proposed match that has severe physical, psychological. So physical meaning maybe if it's not somebody is limping or something. No, it's understandable. Or she has something on her face. No, something physical. Maybe it's like internal disease. I don't know, they had cancer. So all her mother died in 33. Her grandmother, all of this aunts, all of these things, right? So there is a big, huge possibility. So she also might have something, right? Some physical part. So maybe yes, maybe no. But at least we have to tell the person the truth and let him decide. Maybe he said maybe it's not going to happen. We're going to pray. I don't know. Psychological. So psychological, I mean, today people say, no, everybody have psychological. No, not everybody have psychological disease. Not everybody. So I heard it many times, especially from these people. They take medicine and 1 and 2 and 3, and to keep them more or less normal. But in my mind, what if they run out of insurance, right? So for example, I lived without insurance for almost 2 years, 1.5 years. So I was very careful, right? So you go to the hospital, they're going to take all your savings, whatever you have, little savings you have, that's it, it's wiped out, right? So maybe he or she not going to have medical insurance to cover this medicine, and many of them very, very expensive. And he's going to decide, you know what, I'm not going to take. You understand? I'm normal as it is. And I knew the guy. I used to pray in another shul, and it was a guy. So he's nice and friendly, but everybody knew that he's on medicine, and he said like a few times I heard him saying, somehow these people count him for a minion. I told them not to count it. Like he's shoter 100%. He does not understand. I mean, he understand, not understand. It's hard to keep to make him liable for anything. Like he says something and forgets. Like shoter, crazy person, right? And I heard from him. So he said this medicine slows me down. I become sleepy, so I decided not to take. Ooh. So it was a big disaster. So yeah, about these guys. So same as here. So you like, even though he always say I'm normal, right? I'm normal than you, all of you normal people. I'm just taking medicine because this doctor told me. You understand? So we have to be like, don't listen to the patients. We have to inform the other side. Or spiritual shortcomings. So spiritual shortcoming meaning not as absorbent and not as absorbent as they look, right? So also like they just put a show, but they actually don't absorb anything, right? They come home on this Friday night, they eat, they do a kiddush and watch TV, whatever they do. Right, and it's but when they come to shul, they so like dress up and this and that, and they know how to read from the Torah. Even there are many people like that. Like background was actually absorbed, but they and children not so much. They call themselves traditional. Okay, so those are spiritual shortcomings. Reached by objective standard. So objective standard, like of course we're trying like to be normal, not to exaggerate, right? Objective standard can be expected to interfere with a marriage, right? So meaning something like on a more severe side. So you have to tell the other party. And of course, as I said, usually it's somebody very close to that person, right? So it's and that person. So we had a case with a lady, and she it was about shidduch of her cousin, second cousin, I don't remember, and she came and said like if you tell me now, that's what he said. Not to me, to another rabbi. Right. So she said that if you tell me now that I should go to the family of the boy and give them information, so my life is over. So she's not going to get married because she had some medical issue. Most likely they would not want, but they're going to kick me out from my family. I'm going to lose everything. Right. So I mean that's why the whole family was so excited for this girl to get married, because she had some health issues, right? But she said, and she was like. She was very, very, very serious. But the way I understand the story went, they arranged some anonymous delivery of the message to the side of the groom and said, look, I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to help you, but you do your research, okay? And that's how But again, we can always in a family they can suspect. There are not so many people know of this personal issue of the person, right? So for example, my siblings do not know my medical history. I'm not going to share with them, or my cousins. I'm not going to even tell my mother why should I tell her? You understand? So if somebody there are only a small circle who knows I had this and that, I mean, okay. So meaning that it's internal job. You understand? So it's not so easy. So that person, right, has to make decision, and it's very hard decision. It's not easy. It's very hard decision. Once again, the condition which permits speaking negatively for a constructive purpose must be fulfilled, of course. Right, so number one, the information must be first-hand or clearly stated as a second-hand and not verified. So first-hand information meaning that person saw the records, or she drive her girlfriend to that appointment, and they went together to the doctor. Let's say, I don't know, something like that, right? Or if not, so then they can say it's second-hand information. Number two, it must be clearly be a problem by objective standards. Meaning not that she has a skin like a problem, right? I don't know. I mean, for some people, a skin problem is, I don't know what, she has a mole or something. Right, but so it should be problem. It must be a problem by objective standards. For example, debilitating disease in a person or in a family, if it says if it is hereditary, right? So meaning some diseases, and with some diseases people live like a certain amount of years, like it's statistically we know, right? Because disease like is killing them slowly, right? Right, or as we given another example, hereditary. So her mother died from this cancer, her grandmother, her aunt, this and that. So meaning it's big danger, right? Severe psychological disorders, right? So she's getting like anger fits or something, right? And you saw it. She smashed her vase on the refrigerator or something. Like she didn't like somebody's comment or something, right? Violent tendencies. So violent tendencies not only men, women also. Some of them are very violent, right? Major problems is hashkafa. So major problem is hashkafa. It's hashkafa that's what we learn. It's Jewish perspective of life, right? So she said that God needs you, right? So all of this major stuff. So if she's like that, so of course we have to tell her, to tell him that's what she is. She said, I don't know if I said the story. Somebody sent me a question. Unfortunately, the story happened in Israel. Like I don't know, I got this question three days ago, this week, and the person asked. So she said, "Kvadrav, here's a situation. We bought tzitzis for my husband in this local Judaica store, and the guy that is in this Judaica, so he said he's not so sure. So Gemara is actually from the sages, maybe later generation made it up, and Medrash and this and that. So all of this like apikorsim. So this person, it's of course it's major hashkafa issue, of course. So she said, she's funny, and not funny. I don't want to make fun, but she said, should I like throw out the tzitzis? I said, no, absolutely not, please. You just have to untie it, because he did not make the strings themselves. The strings must be made for the purpose of the mitzvah also. So you cannot just go to the store and a hardware store and buy the string and make yourself tzitzis. Absolutely not. The string itself must be made for the purpose, of course, by a Jew, for the purpose of tzitzis, and then a Jew must tie it. A woman cannot tie it. Technically yes, but practically no. Right, so meaning this guy is 100% apikoros, like he's like a non-Jew. So of course her husband is not allowed to wear tzitzis like that. I mean, I don't know why. I don't know how long the husband were wearing, but why she was quiet. I don't know. No, doesn't matter, right? But of course they have to untie tzitzis and tie it again. That's solution, because it's been done by a non-Jew. I mean, he's a Jew, but apikoros. So that's hashkafa issue. So you have to tell the other person, so the other person can say Baruch Hashem, BeEzrat HaShem, all of these things, and they can know how to pray and even read from the Torah, and they be apikoros gamur. Right? On another one, immoral lifestyle, right? And not the matter of the personal opinion. Right? Even if one feels certain that this is not what the other party wants, it must also be clear that the information being concealed from the other party. So it's immoral lifestyle. So he has a new wife every single day, right? right? And not the matter of personal opinion. So you know, technically you saw it, you heard from other people, so you can present it second-hand information. And even if one feels certain that this is not what the other party wants, right? So meaning, in my mind, no normal person would want it, right? But people are different. People are different. It must also be clear that the information is being concealed from the other party. So that's another issue, because, as I said, you have to be closer to that person. I mean, how do you know what's she would tell her sisters, maybe cousin, or maybe her girlfriends. What did she say? What did not say? Otherwise, people do not know, right? But person would be obligated to step up. 142. 1 second. 410 226. Okay, there is a continuation. So number 3. So condition number 3. If it is possible to convince the party that is concealing the information to come forth with it, it would be preferable. So if we talk to that person and say, look, and it is actually halacha. Halacha is very simple. So if they conceal some information, like this, some internal disease or something, meaning that they were aware of, and now they got married, and 6 months later, I don't know, 1 year later, he finds out that she has all these things. So that he can actually annul the marriage. They do not need a get. So meaning the marriage was conducted on a false premises. So meaning, if he would know that she would have this disease, it's not like they develop after they got married. They were before. So he would not get married. So it's she does not need to get. And that's what we tried to use a few times to scare the other side. It did not work, but that's what we always try to say. So they say, if you're not going to tell them right now, they can cancel the marriage, nullify. It's not cancel, nullify. Number 4, the information is not exaggerated, and only which is necessary may be told. So if one disease, like some severe issue, is enough, internal things. So don't give the whole report about root canals, about all other ear issue. Okay, just stop it. One point is enough, and we have to make sure do not exaggerate. Do not exaggerate. What does it mean? So don't say that she has this epilepsy fits every time. No, maybe you saw it 3 years ago. So that's it. I saw it only once, but you go check. So don't add information. Sorry. Number 5. One's intent must be to prevent harmful situation from coming about, and not to denigrate the party he's spoken about. Right. So we try and it's very, very important our intention. So intention, it's only for the good. We try, as the verse say, do not stay idle when your brother blood is spilled. Right. So we're trying to spill to save our brother. Right, and not denigrate another person. I mean, many times when a person has these issues, psychological, maybe, I don't know, it's they cannot control it. So it's not their fault 100%. And sometimes yes, but many times no. So we should not denigrate anybody. Moreover, there must be a real possibility the information conveyed will not be ignored, so that the constructive purpose will be realized. So meaning, if they already agreed, and they and the wedding is going to be the day after tomorrow, right? And whatever you're going to say now, they're not going to listen, right? So you're not allowed to say them. Okay, so it must be a real possibility that they're going to listen to you, and they're going to believe. So if they don't know you and you don't look presentable to them, and you're I don't know, so maybe there is no no reason for you to speak up. Number 6, no realistic alternative to convey the information directly can be found. So you try to talk to that person, to come forward and explain that's what is going on. She said, I'm not going to do it, right? You try to go to that to them and present the information, right? And there is no other like realistic alternative. Like sometimes there is children try to help the adult parent to change their life, right? And maybe they're not the biggest tzaddikim, those parents. And now this guy decided this stepfather of his is not a good match for his mother. You understand? So this guy is starting develop all of the schemes to break the match. Okay, so we don't do that. Continue. Number 7, no undue harm will cause by information by informing the party of the problem. Should there be a reason to suspect that the party, upon learning that it has been deceived, will denigrate the other party, seek revenge in some other way, it should not be. One should not get involved. So let's this 7 is very, very important. So meaning that 1 second. So even with other cases, like for example, some financial cases, yeah, that person is supposed to lose, whatever. But if you're going to go to the secular authorities, yeah, they can put him to prison. So according to the Torah, he would need to pay, let's say, whatever he stole. But according to these non-Jews, they put him to 5 years of prison. So it means that even though you're trying to achieve something, some positive goal, but if the other side is going to turn around and they're going to denigrate this girl and that she was trying to deceive them and spoil her life, and they're going to announce around the town that she has this issue, so in this case we're not allowed. Right? The proper outcome for them, just withdraw from a marriage, and that's it. Okay.